Welcome everyone. Today I wanted to talk about a controversial topic. I know I'm going to receive some dissent within the comments, but this is just how I feel. There's a lot of reaching in the crypto game, and what do I mean by reaching? It's people drawing conclusions or fake parallels between certain things that happen in reality and tying it within their crypto project. And why do I call it reaching and why do I think that this is a problem? Is because yesterday I had an epiphany. A lot of these people that draw unnecessary parallels between situations that happen in reality and tie it within their crypto project are speculating. I realize that I'm investing. I'm not speculating anymore. There's no speculation on my part. When I'm talking about Cardano, when I'm talking about holding ADA, there's a certain realm of speculation which is unknown. I know what Cardano is doing, and therefore I'm investing in the project. Whether or not they reach these accomplishments or reach these goals, that's on the project themselves. But I'm not speculating. I don't think that Cardano is going to do more than I expect that it's going to do. It could do less, and I could be disappointed. My investment could be disappointed, but I'm not speculating anymore. I'm investing. And the reason why I draw this parallel is because you'll see a lot of different projects hype up these partnerships between these companies. So for example, previously, let's take Charles Hoskinson. He was doing a interview, or he was meeting with people at Google, and people draw conclusions that, Google must be using ADA within their platforms, or they're going to be utilizing Cardano. While this could be true, we don't have any verification whether it's going to be true. I mean, a lot of people, there are 2 degrees of separation between most people that exist within Western countries. You may know someone that works at Google, that knows someone that works at Google, that knows someone that works at Google. You know someone that works at a corporation. And just because you know that doesn't mean that there is any correlation between that corporation and another corporation until it's finalized in some sort of press release or something like that. But until I see the facts, until I see the article, until I see the actual press release, preferably coming from Cardano themselves, I'm not going to believe it, because everyone knows someone that works somewhere. And you can't just draw and reach for conclusions that don't exist. I'm a rational human being. I believe what's in front of me. I believe the proof that is in front of me. That's why I'm attracted to Cardano. The mathematical and scientific principles that run this project are sound to me. So I can see it. It's tangible to me. But this whole idea of us reaching as a community, saying this is because of this is because of this is because of this, then this must happen. Correlation does not equal causation. And another issue within the cryptocurrency is this whole idea of conspiracy. It's crazy. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist in the slightest. While I do think that certain people conspire against others to sum everything up as to a grand conspiracy to change something, I don't know. I just don't know, because I don't know. We've all been to school, and the idea of a massive number of humans conspiring to do something just does not seem rational to me. We've all been in school. You all know that you can't tell 3 people something without one person snitching or telling someone else. This is a giant game of phone tag. You cannot trust people. You cannot trust a group of people to keep something secret or to keep something in wraps. So that being said, why do we believe conspiracies that are unfounded? Just because you see Charles walking with an employee that works at Google, or an employee that works at Amazon, or an employee that works at Walmart, or goes to a Walmart office, or goes to an Amazon office, or goes to a Apple office or a Google office, or meets Elon Musk, doesn't mean that there's anything in the works. It could, but we do not know that for sure. And Charles is a very powerful guy in the crypto sphere. He has a lot of assets. I'm sure he knows a lot of people, but doesn't mean that everyone you see him with is actually a partnership. You know, he could just be meeting with a friend. He could just be meeting with a friend. Talks happen all the time. Business happens all the time. Business meetings, most of them amount to nothing. So this whole idea of unfounded partnerships based on just speculative rumors, it has to stop. We have to believe things when they're presented to us. I feel like we are a more rational project than other projects because, you know, someone could draw a parallel between project A and say, oh, you know, I saw an email from a government employee about this cryptocurrency. So it must be the new world order. It must be the next generation. It's going to replace fiat. I just don't know if things happen like that. It hasn't happened yet. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, their own predictions, but most of your predictions are wrong. It's a flip of the dice. Some people are more lucky with their predictions, other people's are not. People have been saying the crash has been coming, crash is this, crash is that, fiat's going to be replaced for a while now. It's still here. People have been calling for that for a while. While I do think eventually it's going to phase out, yeah, of course. But for right now, you know, who knows if it's going to be in 6 months, 6 years, or 60 years? We can't tell. We can't tell. We don't know how big this bubble is going to get. We can speculate on that bubble. We can use facts and figures to determine whether or not this validation is true. But to just draw parallels from randomness is just, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. The news is just outrageous. And I also blame the reporters and the journalists within the crypto sphere. I'm not a writer, so I'm not going to go ahead and over criticize the writing style, but I have never seen such poor quality information in something that has so much potential in my life. This is just like the articles are written at a terrible level. You know, like the information presented, you can tell that the people that are writing the articles don't even know what they're talking about. And, you know, maybe this is media as a whole. A lot of journalists don't really know what they're talking about and they just reach. You know, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This is the whole, you know, someone burglarized your house, you know, you call your parents and you're like, oh, you know, they jumped through the window. And, you know, by the time the news comes, the story completely changed. And, you know, like they did some kind of heist on your house and they lifted the roof and climbed through the attic and everything becomes more dramatic by the time it reaches the end source. Everything is diluted. Basically what I'm saying is this crypto game is a gigantic game of telephone. One word gets spread at the top and all of a sudden at the bottom, things are changing. And just because a crypto has a partnership with the company, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I'm sure many companies that are rivals or competitors have quote unquote partnerships just to maintain solvency and just to maintain a certain rapport with that other company. Does not mean anything. Correlation does not equal causation. So in the future, when you hear stories about Cardano, if you see Charles Hoskinson meeting with XYZ, don't just assume that this is like the end. This correlation is going to amount to anything. It could amount to something. It could amount to nothing. And chances are it's going to amount to nothing more than it's going to amount to something. Because like I said before, you can't tell 3 people something without it getting out. So this giant conspiracy to have multiple people working within a room and everyone keeping the secret, yeah, it could work. It definitely does work, but the more people you have, the more chances that information is going to leak. In this space, there's a lot of speculators, and it's kind of annoying to tell you the truth. This is going to $1 million. This is going to 10 million. This is going to surpass Bitcoin. This is the new world currency. This is this is that, this is this. While it could happen, chances are, you know, things take time. Things take time, and you have to understand that there are processes in place. Things just don't happen overnight. Overpromising usually leads to disappointment in the end. Overpromising leads to disappointment. So while I think that there's a lot of future for crypto, let's be realistic and let's believe things when they're presented to us in a form of a press release or some sort of credible information. We can't be just drawing conclusions just to draw conclusions. Doesn't make sense. I don't know what your thoughts are about this. And, you know, it makes the market look extremely immature. I mean, it makes the market look very immature. And, you know, the idea that everyone's going to be super wealthy after this game continues. Yeah, people that hold long term, they have the chance to build significant wealth. But if you think that there's going to be like, you know, 1 million trillionaires that exist now, and then, you know, a billion billionaires, and, you know, everyone that involves in crypto is going to be a millionaire automatically, I think that you may be overpromised to. And I think that might be an under-delivering. There's going to be a lot of rich people that are a result of this crypto game. But the idea that it's going to be overinflated, I think we need to look at that. So let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. What are your feelings? Do you think that there's a lot of BS in this crypto game as far as that? What are your opinions of the journalism within crypto? And what do you think can be improved? Because personally, I think it's shit. But, you know, let me know what you think. And like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, this is a rant, so I apologize for that. But have a great day. Thank you.